Hello, everybody, and welcome to an episode that I don't have a name for. We'll call it the K-Bid Extravaganza. So I want to do a video about K-Bid, something where some of you may find this a good sales channel for what you're doing. So there is a website in Minnesota called KBid. It's k-bid.com, and they tend to focus on estate sales, farming equipment, um, large wholesale lots, and they've amassed a large, highly localized bidder group. And so it's heavy Minnesota bidders. And during the estate sales, you'll see sports memorabilia and sports cards sell. It's the site that I go to try and find inventory for my own business. Um, the way it's set up, well, let me go to the backstory a little more. So when I opened my store, my goal is to have three sales channels. One is in-store sales, the other is eBay sales, and the third was going to be to set up those KBid sales. Now, what I wanted to use KBid for was for large wholesale lots and for local unique memorabilia where their bidder group is um, would have a high percentage of interested consumers. So that was the goal, but the way it works though is, for the most part, most people come and pick up what they bought on pickup day, and so it allows you to sell more bulkier items. And so for me, when so once I have the shop up, we'll buy collections that come in the store. In those collections, we're gonna have the three parts of those collections, and it matches those three sales channels. So one is in-store sales, uh, cards that go into player headers, maybe real high-end stuff. Then there'll be another bat that you're probably not going to get a sale in store, but it's a really nice card. They're really nice memorabilia. Well, that goes on eBay. And then you have the rest of it. Well, the rest of it's hard to move because it's sort of large overstock. We're talking large lots of common. We're talking a lot of sort of stuff that will sell in the store once in a while, but real low dollar stuff. We're talking $10 and under. So small SGA items, stadium giveaway items, other sort of uh, collectibles, small collectibles, or um, things like that. So those tend to sit in the store, and they tend to choke up a lot of space, and space is at a premium when you're in a store. And so the goal is, especially with the commons, there are buyers for commons, for large bulk lots of commons. Well, what we want to do, we want to be able to buy those collections, take those commons, take those semi-stars, take that memorabilia that maybe eBay is not right for and probably the store is not right for it, lot them up and get them up on KBid and liquidate them immediately, and thus you're gonna save the space in your store for more productive activities that your shop is designed to deal in. And so, I talked with my client a few times about my plan, and he was complaining. He's like, "Well, when are you gonna get the KBid set up?" And I go, when I open the store, he's like, "Why can't you do it sooner?" I go, "I don't have a location. You need a location for people to come and pick it up. I'm not going to run it out of my house. That's not going to work." So he was getting frustrated because he had a bunch of stuff he wanted to get on there, and he said, "Well, just do it here." And I go, "Well, that's a pretty good idea." you know, so so we made an agreement where he'll host the K-Bid auctions in his shop until I have my store up and running. So a little more information about this type of auction house that I found out later. Now, again, this type of auction house is online bidding, but really highly localized bidders. They have bidders all throughout the United States, and I want to say 350,000 bidders. So they have it all of the United States, but it's just heavily localized in Minnesota. Um, so apparently, this type of auction house is really widespread in the Midwest, and you're not going to see it on the West Coast or the East Coast. Case in point, like maybe a week before I started this process, I had a classmate of mine from Gallaudet University. He was selling a commercial shrink wrap machine. At first, I was like, I'll buy it. And I looked it up, and it was way more shrink wrap machine than I was ever going to need. It was, $1,500, $1,500 to $3,000 shrink wrap machine. Is not, that's not what I need. So I go, hey, well, let me help you. I just said, I told him I'm in the process of becoming an affiliate for an auction house. Let me look. He lives in Alabama. I go, let me look and just find you an auction house like that. It's going to be the best way to liquidate it. You find an affiliate, they put it in one of their auctions. You make your money and be happy. And I'm looking around, and I can't find an auction house like that. But there's 4 in Minnesota that I know of, and I don't really look for them all that heavy. So I come to find out once I go into the process and go to their K-Bid training day that this is really a heavy Midwest type of auction house that has this type of niche. So what I can see. So what I can see happening is for people who have access to this type of house, this type of auction house, one of two things. One, if you do storage units, if you're doing if you're buying collections like we would sports collections, estate, you're doing estate sales, and maybe you have maybe you're on the more antique side of things or vintage side of things with sort of like unique pieces. You might want to either find an affiliate to work with, in which they'll just take a commission for the sales, or become an affiliate yourself and funnel have those consistent auctions where you have a new sales channel for your inventory. Now, there's definitely products that I don't think will do well on K-Bid. I won't put any hats on K-Bid. I won't put any jerseys on K-Bid. I won't put really specialized sports cards on K-Bid. So like I might put a Kirby Puckett jersey on K-Bid. Like if I got an authentic Kirby Puckett, I might give that one a shot. But if it was an authentic Bo Jackson, it is Bo Jackson, so that's cool. But, I don't know if I'm going to get to a reasonable price with that. Hats especially. Hats is a place where I'm a buyer on K-Bid because it's so undervalued with that bidder group. So you got to kind of figure out, what the bidders for that auction house, what they're looking for. And so we're in the process of doing that right now. So we're putting stuff out there and kind of testing it. And then going, okay, well that worked, but this type of product doesn't. If you have an auction house like this, give it a shot. Maybe think about using it as a sales channel. The easiest way is to find one of those affiliates. And so this auction house, they're just the auction house. They just provide the platform, and then all the individual affiliates, they're running the auction. So you either find that affiliate or you become an affiliate yourself. So the way it worked was I sent him a message. I said, I'm interested in doing this, the type of product we had. I got a phone call. They were screening me. It was kind of funny. One of the questions was, well, do you have experience, listing, taking pictures and listing stuff? And instead of, going, oh yeah, I've done that, I'm like, I'm gonna give you my eBay store name and just go there. It's one of those things where you're in kind of an interview, and I can, you can say whatever you want, and will the person believe you or not? You got to convey that sort of confidence in your answer so that they believe what you're saying. Well, I have the evidence. I have 5,700 listings um, on eBay. So yes, I'm well versed in this. They're concerned about, will I have enough inventory to run consistent auctions? They're not looking for someone to run one auction every 4 months. They want a consistent flow because that's how they make their money. They make their money on the buyer's premium. So we went through a couple rounds of interviews. Then I had to get an auctioneer's license. Actually, I had to get one. Now, when I did my research on that, there was a court case, and I'm pretty sure that court case says I don't need an auctioneer's license. It was a court case about eBay, and since it was an online auction, I didn't need one. But in order to be with KBID, they require it. I gotta get one. So I'm thinking, oh man, I gotta go to auctioneer class. No. The requirements and the qualifications to become a duly licensed auctioneer are you need to be 18 and you need to possess $20. That's what you need to become a licensed auctioneer in the state of Minnesota. Now, technically, you got to possess a little more money for that because there's a requirement to have the license. But yeah, there's no classes, no tests, no nothing. Just, are you an adult? Yeah. You got $20? Yeah. Okay. So, all right, okay, well, that's just a tax. The one thing you do have to do as well is you need a 30 bond. And this is why they require the license, because the license requires a 30 bond, and then you get the 30 bond, and then every year you got to get the license renewed because you also need to get the 30 bond renewed. In my county, the 30 bond was $1,000, and the premium on that was 10%. So it did cost me another $100. Not for the license itself, but for the 30 bond. So every year it'll run it'll run 120. So I got that. There was a startup fee of $500 with KBID, and then they charge $50 a month. Just sort of a maintenance fee for the website. And then what KBID does is, so when the auctions are done, if it gets to $20, they charge a 13% buyer's premium. So the $20 is mine, and then but the buyer is gonna pay $22.60. So $2.60 buyer premium on that $20, and that's what I remit back to KBID. So this is gonna require me to remit to KBID. Gonna require me to remit sales tax, obviously, to the state of Minnesota, and to, I believe, the county has a small sales tax as well. Now I'm remitting sales tax already, so that's not a big deal. Actually, I didn't for the first few years because all I sold was clothing, and clothing isn't taxed in Minnesota. So the first few years I didn't have to remit any sales tax. So that was the sort of requirements. We went to training. The training was pretty good. KBID's a very professional organization. I was very impressed with their staff and how they run things. They have a lot of great videos on how to get your auctions up and how to work with the software. I wish in the training it would have been a little less of there's a lot of what would you call it? Like like theoretical customer service and sales discussions. And I would think most people who would be an affiliate have been in sales for a while. I don't know very many people that are gonna just go, I want to sell stuff, and then they don't know how to sell, and they don't know how to do customer service, and they don't have inventory. Now, I'm sure there's lots of people that apply like that. They go, I'm gonna do it, and they have no plan. But you screen those people out. You know, those people never actually become an affiliate and never actually go through training. So I would think that once you get in training, it's gonna be like best practices for KBID. Here's how the software works. Running sample auctions. I wish it was a little more of that because it was an all-day training. But that being said, I didn't dislike the training. I thought they did it pretty good. I just kind of wished it would have been a little more hands-on with the software. So what happened was when I was doing my first auction, I'm watching a YouTube video, and which was very well done, by the way. But I'm watching a YouTube video, and I'm going back and forth between setting up my auction and that YouTube video and pausing it. And it would have been kind of cool if it would have been sort of, bring your laptop, let's do a sample auction, let's hit this, hit that, that'll upload it. That'll work out a couple things that I didn't know how to do. But the videos were very well done, and I was able to figure it out pretty quick. Their customer service is very high on the affiliate end. If I have a question, I send an email, I get a response very quickly from them. So I'm very happy with KBID so far. So I am 3 auctions in. I just put my 3rd auction live a couple days ago. So between myself and 2 main clients, so what I'm doing is the 2 main clients I have that are putting items in this auction as well as myself. And then I have a couple of pickers that I have agreements with. I'm just putting that under mine and then paying them out the way I would if I made an eBay sale. They just don't have enough stuff for me to make a separate account. But my 2 main ones, it's really great because their back end on the website, it spits out all the information I need. I just classify what item belongs to who, and then when the auction's done, it's all completed, I know exactly what I owe all my clients. When the buyers come in, I know exactly what they need to pay. Very, very, very easy to use. Uploading the auction's pretty easy. They have these really cool things where there's barcodes. I don't know if I have one laying around. I don't. They got these little barcodes that just have number 1, number 2, number 3, and there's a barcode. Well, you take a picture of number 1 barcode, and then you take a picture for your first auction. When you go to upload, the pictures automatically get assigned to the proper lot. Really like that. That's so much faster than manually putting the pictures in the right auction. Especially when I do these twins resale lots. And so I'll have 3 of them in one auction. And so I might have a 70 item twins lot, a 50 item twins lot, a 35 item twins lot. Well, if I had to manually do that, one lot looks like the other. It can look like the other. Well, where's the cutoff? I got to remember, okay, wait, what lot does this belong to? By having those barcodes, it just spits it in the right spot. And then what you do is you just use a spreadsheet. You just have columns, and you just lot 1, 2, 3, title, description, there's some other information, and then you upload that whole thing in one piece. Now that uploads in literally 1 second. If I got 100 lots, click, it's done. It's all uploaded, all put in correctly. The photos will take, 3 minutes, 3 to 5 minutes, depending on how many pictures. And I think I've had up to 900 pictures in an auction. So now I don't do it all in one big batch. I'll break it up, maybe 30 lots at a time, 40 lots at a time. I just don't want to lose all my work. The last thing I don't want to do is do 140 lots. Took me 2 days, and then some bug in my camera or in the spreadsheet. So about 30 lots, 40 lots. I'm like, I start to get scared, and so I upload them and then start new. So the first two auctions went pretty good. The first auction, so I needed an extra week. Just it was more work than I planned, even though I thought I had planned extra time. But whenever you do something new, it's going to be the least productive you're ever going to be. Um, so I took an extra week, but I thought to myself, that's okay. It's Minnesota. It's spring. Another week just means it's going to be nicer on pickup day. And lo and behold, I delay it one extra week, and there's a blizzard on pickup day. Pickup day we got for Tuesday, and I'm in the shop uh, doing inspection day. No. What am I doing? No, I'm setting up the next auction. I'm in the shop setting up the next auction, and I'm looking at the bidding, and the bidding is just stalling. And someone goes, "Hey, did you hear about that blizzard on Tuesday?" And I'm like, "What?" And I look up the weather, and I'm like, "No, there's a blizzard coming." So I had to go in and write a new pickup day um, for a few days later to offer both, the snowstorm day and the day. What I think happened was some people came in on the weekend before it ended, and they saw the blizzard, and they're just like, it's not worth picking this stuff up on during a blizzard, and so they never came back to see my updated pickup day or additional pickup day. So weren't that first auction didn't go great. Also, there's not a heavy sports memorabilia following on the site. I have to create that following. Um, our strategy is to make predictable auctions that end on the same part of the month every month and never miss a month. So what we're trying to do is we're trying to do second Tuesday of the month is a wholesale auction or a large collector lots, and then the last Tuesday of the month will be a premium auction with just really high end stuff. At first, the first high end we put some lots in there. Like I thought, well, yeah, the big Twins lot goes in the wholesale, but the smaller Kirby Puckett, random collectible lot will go in the premium auction. And which the Puckett lot did fine, but we were having discussions and we thought, let's make the premium auction a premium auction. Let's make it, you know, instead of 100 lots, let's make it 30 or 40 and just put really, really super nice stuff in that and create that sort of high-end following for that auction, and then create that reseller or collector lot following for the second Tuesday. So that's what we're gonna approach. So this what we have up now is our second wholesale auction, and then during inspection day for this auction, I'll actually set up the next premium auction. Um, so yeah, so that's our strategy, and then over time, we're hoping to build that following and build that expectation. Like, okay, it's the first Tuesday. Let me see what Pop Culture Archives has for wholesale lots this month. Same thing with the premium. All right, the third week in the month, let's see what the premium offering is. And so by building up over time, I think we're going to be able to develop a following and get real good values for an item. I'm also doing a little bit of Facebook advertising. I'm really bad at social media. And if you're watching me, you're one of the few people watching me. I am not good at social media. Social media revolves around attention. I'm begrudgingly doing this. I'm not a big fan of personal attention. Um, so I like to talk, but I don't like making things about me, which is one of the reasons why I think I do consignment sales so well. Is if I have something, it's really hard for me to be like, oh, this is awesome, buy my stuff. That's hard for me. But if it's somebody else, I'm like, this is awesome. Buy this item. This is really great. It's one of my clients. I I don't know why that is. It's personality. I just I don't know. I'm better at pumping up other people's stuff than pumping up my own stuff. So if you are watching, you're one of the special few. I do appreciate it. So okay, so yeah, so we're on the third auction. We're already seeing some a little more aggressive bidding than we saw in the first auction. I think that's for two reasons. One, we can see that there are some repeat customers, and so as we get people who successfully won auctions and they come to pick up. Well, here's the other thing too. Pickup usually on the site. Pickup is at a warehouse, if you know, in a barn on a farm somewhere, or at a house, at a estate sale. My pickup's at a card shop, and I'm selling sports stuff, and so it's really cool because you go to pick up, and then you just, uh, I wouldn't say most, I would say a third of the people go, I'm gonna go look around the store. So even if they gotta wait a little bit, like I'm helping somebody else out on pickup day, they go, oh, I'm just gonna look at the store. I'll come back in a little bit. That's awesome, and so my clients actually picked up a few additional sales on pickup day, which is awesome. We really think that's a nice value add for my clients. So yeah, it's we're seeing, and then the other one too is the weather. So we had really nice early bidding, and then when that blizzard developed, then all of a sudden bidding stalled. Not having that was better. I also noticed that on pickup day on the premium auction, um, people were in much higher spirits when they came to pick up their stuff. I mean, if I gotta, you know, I I think a lot of repeat bidders from one auction to another. I think I maybe one. Um, so the first auction, they're picking up. They're like, "Hey, I'm here. Let me get my stuff." Uh, they're all nice. Everybody was nice. They picked up. They were cool. But just kind of, meh. And then on the premium auction pickup day, it was 65. Everybody was like, "Hey, how you doing, man? This is a great place. I'm gonna go look around the shop," and just real talkative, real happy. Just there's real value in having pickup day be a very pleasant day outside. So all in all, third auction in, we're very happy with how it's going. We think that we're going to be able to build it up into something pretty impressive. And get a real good following and provide that extra. I'll be able to provide that extra value for my clients and provide an outlet for my own store once that's set up and we start buying collections. So yeah, so if you're in the Midwest, kind of take a look around. Maybe it would be a good option, a good outlet. If you're in Minnesota, definitely check out kbid.com and maybe. If you're real heavy sports, maybe just talk to me and I'll sell you stuff for you. Or think about setting up an affiliate account with them, especially if you have a good amount of inventory that's real repeatable. I really think that storage buyers would do very well either working with an affiliate or being an affiliate themselves. I think people who do really who are pickers, but they do like interesting things, but maybe bigger and bulkier, and don't ship real well or really are breakable, and sort of have sort of a wide mass appeal. I think somebody could really build a nice following on KBID with that. So keep that in mind. Feel free to ask me questions about it. I'm not an expert on KBID yet. I'm only 3 in. But I'm happy to help, or I'm happy to find out the answer and help you out. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. And have a great day, everybody.